All right.
Right. So speed building cob. Right. What I do is I get some material, pile it up in front of me. I got it here in front of me, and I build sort of a high spot in front. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the cob off my pile and I'm attaching it to the stuff in front and sort of pushing up. See how that's coming up? Because it actually bulges the wall less to sort of work horizontally than it does to work down. So if I'm working down, it's going to do that. But if I'm working horizontally, it's not so much. So this is going to come off. It's important to watch your edges, to watch your outside edges. So I'm going to build to the outside edges, keep them nice and high, and fill to the inside. It's kind of like the way the mud swallows do it. They pinch and push up.
No, you are clear. You are very clear.
Okay, so in the process of this work, you spread the wall. And actually that's really good because it's easier to then take a cob saw, which is an old saw from the store. You know, you get it for $1 in a yard sale. And then I take a grinder and make these big cartoon teeth in it. And then you can take that cob saw. Oh, and I take this knob off so I can hold it like this. You know, there's this horn. There's a horn on both sides usually. So I'll take this side of the horn off so I can hold it like this and work in front of me and see where I'm going. Turn around this way. I'm trying to do this. It's really hard to see where you're going. So then I'll take it and saw that wall so it's clean and smooth and vertical. But if you build it so it's shouldered over, when the cob dries a little bit and it's shouldered like that, it's really hard to build on top of that. If I come to a dry wall that's shouldered, I'll take a hammer or something and just knock that shoulder out. I'll just dig it right out down the middle, or take an axe and just chop it. Chop great big chunks into it, big holes. Then I'll wet the holes, fill them up with water or clay slip, and then build into those. Because that adds teeth so that the pieces are like this. Like Legos. And in a day's work, if you're careful and you do it this way, you could get about 3 feet. We've gotten as much as 3.5, almost 4 feet on a wall in a day. With pretty wet stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. And similar drying conditions?
Yeah, right around here, similar drying conditions. As long as it doesn't get just as wet the next day, like if it fogs out, we get really foggy here sometimes, it won't dry. So that, you know, go put 3 feet of wall on and then come back the next day and try to put 3 more on.
Spend the day cobbing.
Yeah.
To be completely
more.
dry in order to put the second layer.
Not completely dry, no, but firm enough to be able to withstand that work.
To hold the wet stuff on top.
Yeah, because you can see how wet this is. Right? If I tried to put, you know, get this up to here and it's wet and moving, then I try to do it again tomorrow before it kind of firms up, it'll fall. We've lost big sections of wall doing that before. Last year we had really bad drying conditions. The fog came in and it just sat on us. And the crew was building really fast, which was great. I mean, they were jamming, but sadly it was too wet and we lost a big section of wall. It just fell out. Actually, I had to go and kick it out for fear that it would fall on somebody. But we had it put back together again to the same height that day. So a section of wall like 4.5 feet by 6 feet wide all came down, and then we replaced it within an hour and a half.
I missed what the problem was with that wall. You were building too high with it too wet. Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, it was too high, too wet, bad drying conditions, and we had to we added to it the following day, and it just.
So like right here, if it was foggy and you had gotten a couple feet up, then it was still really wet, you'd kind of slow down.
Yeah, I'd slow down.
Sure you didn't.
I'd leave it
okay.
alone.
Yeah, or maybe just do longer instead of
Yeah.
higher. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because one would hope that you could do it this high, all the way down. You know, and you want to start on one end of the wall, and you build it kind of high in front of you, like this, and just keep moving back, moving back, moving back, moving back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that gets to sit for a while. You know, if it takes me 3 hours to get to that corner over there,
Yeah.
by the time I come back here, I could sit on the wall again and put another foot on, maybe more. If I have a little breeze like today,
Yeah.
little breeze, a little sunshine, it'll firm up, kind of dry up enough to get the next. I mean,
Okay.
these walls could take months to dry all the way through, but they'll set and they'll get dry enough to work in hours.